Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm Duke Silver. Today we are going to be playing Celestial Tiger. I know I just put out a compilation of Celestial Tiger games, but it's just I just have a ton of, of Celestial Tiger footage. I've been kind of winning a lot with Tiger lately, so I just kind of have a big backlog. So yeah, hopefully that's okay. Anyway, so we start off with a couple evil characters. We get a Mim into a Minotaur here, or a Minotaur into a Mim, sorry, and then we get a Sure Shot to go in front of this Mim. I mean, we want the Cindy and we want the spell, so I think we're just going to take the Cindy, we're going to take this other Mim, and we're going to lock the spell for level 3. I think in general, I'd rather cast the spell on 3 anyways, just because, like, at level 3, there's 2 experience spells in the pool. So, Genie's Wish, the Genie's Wish value goes way up on level 3 here. It doesn't mean that we don't get to cast a spell and get any progress on Cindy this turn, which, I mean, as Tiger, of course, we want to get our 2 treasures as soon as possible, just in the hopes of getting, like, locked chest and whatnot. But I think it's better to be more gold efficient here, and yeah, we get one of those experience spells I was talking about, plus a Black Cat, and we get to add a Billy Gruff as well. So we have a pretty strong 3.0, honestly. And this opponent, it looks like they pooled all the resources into a single triple there, and we get the win pretty easily. Now we're on 4.0 on 3.1 here, 2 experience up, and yeah, feeling pretty good here. Okay, we get to pick up a Feasting Dragon on 3.1 with Mim support, which is incredible. And we want to cast a spell this turn, so we're going to cast the Magic Research. We're going to sell the Billy Gruff and cast it onto the Feasting Dragon, just to try and make sure we get slays, and that is a very large copycat in the back row there. Not sure why they have it in the back, but yeah, unfortunately for us. I mean, fortunately for us, we did get the slay because they didn't have it in the front, and unfortunately for us, we do lose the fight just by a little bit because of all those golden stats. We get a Dragon Nest out of our Cindy here as we take another experience spell, going up 3 experience on the lobby now. We're just going to take a pair here, and look at that. We get another Feasting Dragon in the next shop. Remember, it's only 3.2 right now. Also, we're waving hello to, I believe this is Carol. Shout out to Carol, who is a frequenter of the stream, and all around just great person. And also, she has her own stream as well as YouTube channel. So yeah, I would say she definitely deserves your follow. But yeah. I believe this was like a series where Carol and I were in the same game back to back. I think she was streaming at the same time that I was, so that was kind of fun. Yeah, so we're 3 experience up. It's 4.0. We're looking at this Southern Siren. Medusa is also kind of a consideration, but yeah, I mean, I think Southern Siren this early is just so powerful. Also consider just rolling here. There's also a TLK there, but I don't think we want a golden 3. We don't necessarily want to just TLK anything else on our board other than the random, or than the Cindy anyways, into a golden 3. Like, I suppose there's some argument to locking this and getting a random 6, but I think Southern Siren is very good here, and I don't necessarily want to lock the rest of that shop anyhow. You know, we keep getting our feasting slays though, which is great. We get we steal a Princess Peep there, which goes into the back row. And yeah, we get another feasting slay there. So we get both our slays as well as win the combat very handily. It's a very large Robin Wood, but I think we're gonna roll past it here. We get a level 2 treasure, which is great. We've got a couple pairs, so we kind of want to hit those. Unfortunately, no lock chest still. We would still take it, of course. We're gonna take Jumping Beans just because Jumping Beans on Tiger, you get 2 instances of +4/+4/+4, which is a decent amount of stats. And if they go on any of our relevant units, aka the Siren or the Feasting Dragons, we're pretty happy. We're going to take a Tiger Enhanced Fairy Tale there, which is going to further increase the amount of stats in our shops on top of those Feasting Slays. And then we're going to take a Pig because, again, we feel very strong. So we're gonna try and leverage that into some more econ here. And yeah, we make pretty short work of this opponent. We get our Feasting Slays as well as get our Pig Gold, which is fantastic. There's an 11/11 Polywoggle. I think we are going to take it because if we can triple it, it's going to be very large. And yeah, again, we're on 5 early. Like, it's only 4.2 right now, so if we can get a golden one, it'll definitely be big enough to slay. If the polywoggles show up anyways. So, but I think it was worth the the attempt here. And we pick up a Baba Yaga, which is very large, and we're gonna put it in front of our dragons. And there's another Baba Yaga, so I think we are gonna sell down for this one. We're going into 6. We don't necessarily want to lock for it. And yeah, it's a relatively clean clean sell for it here. And then we're gonna keep the polywoggle and cast our candy cannon here. All right, we get one sleigh with the feaster. We get the second double supported sleigh as well, and we get our sleigh with our southern siren. So things work out very well. Unfortunately, the breakpoint isn't quite low enough for our poly to get the sleigh. We are offered an Oni tyrant here, and I think we're gonna take it. It just works super well with the Baba Yagas. Just makes them much more formidable attackers on the back row. And then there's a friendly spirit, which I think we're gonna take as well. Again, with the Oni tyrant, if it gets to attack, like the +13/+13 stats on top of all those shop stats already is just way too good to ignore. We continue getting some feasting sleighs here. And yeah, our backline is far too big for them at this point. There's a Herc, which is very large. 43-43 Herc is a pretty big game here. And then there's an Empress P, which is a 23-23 base stat here. I think we do want to take that. I mean, we can double support it, but ultimately decide against it. I mean, we would need to find Horn and potentially like River Wish for it. So I guess that was the logic there. We're gonna get to triple our feasting dragon here though. We're gonna sell out a poly and keep the siren just because it's a monster. And that works really well with Oni Tyrant as well as the Baba Yagas, and we're not seeing any more polys, so I think it's I think we're past the point where polys really the thing we want to rely on here. All right, we're gonna put our Herc in 1, just because we don't want the Siren to go first, and we want to double support the Feasting Dragon for those sweet shop stats, and we do get our Feasting Sleigh as well as our Siren Sleigh. I don't think we quite get the Herc there. I think we get it very, very close here. Yeah, just shy at 8 here. And yeah, it's late, but I think we're still going to take Bad Moon. We're getting a ton of stats onto our characters by tripling them anyways. And yeah, now with this River Wish Mermaid, we might be able to really pop off. We get a Lance that's going to instantly proc itself, which is fantastic. And then there's a Nian. But also there's an Empress P in the shop, and again, like I'm kind of interested in Empress P, especially since we have the Lancelot for the free quest immediately. That could be a Horn or Evil Eye, and I think we did end up locking the Empress P there. It was just before the timer ran out, so it was in the cut, and yeah, there it is. So we locked it, and we got a Hand of Midas here. Unfortunately, no Evil Eye or Horn for us, so we're just going to take Hand of Midas. We're going to get out a Fairy Tale, and we're going to take this Empress P and make it golden here. Also, we get a Pandora's Box to go from our Herc here. All right, so yeah, we're going to put the Empress P in front of the Baba Yagas here. We did take that River Wish, remember? So we do probably want to double support it at some point. We might just rearrange and get the double support immediately, but yeah, we're gonna take another Oni Tyrant. It's just a bigger version of the other one. Although it's kind of awkward because we want to play the River Wish as well, but also we want to play both Baba Yagas. Like we could just cut the second Baba Yaga potentially, and then have the P double supported. But also, like, we kind of want to get scaling on the Lance as well. So in the end, I decide to cut the Oni Tyrant and play the River Wish. And yeah, fortunately for us, we do get to attack with our Empress P. Again, we're ahead of the lobby by a decent amount, so we have a lot of stats. And yeah, thanks to all those stats, we do get to get some scaling onto our Empress P. And yeah, just that one sleigh without any Horn and no Evil Eye, we already have it up to 85-100. And we get a round table out of our Pandora's Box, which is definitely a pretty lackluster option. I mean, we could take this Ashwood and try and move into trees, but I feel like we're kind of into sleigh right now. And yeah, with this Empress P, like we can kind of scale out of control if we can just find a Horn. So we do forego the Ashwood there. There's another Empress P. But without a horn, it's a little awkward to take. And there's another one. Just taunting me, I guess. And there's a huge good boy, but again, I'm pretty into Slay. I think I'm kind of committed at this point. I think there's definitely an argument for pivoting into trees or Slay at that point, or trees or Good Boy. I think Good Boy specifically is a lot better. Unfortunately, Doom Breath from the opponent does take out one of our Babas, but we do still get some scaling onto our Empress P with the River Wish. There's our Baba triple finally, and there's that horn that we wanted. So that is fantastic for us. Now we can put our Empress P up front and just try and get as much scaling as possible. Yeah, we're gonna take a Soul Tack here. We don't necessarily need this Herc anymore, and I think it's just super important to protect our Slay supports. This positioning is probably wrong though. We should have the Siren, or because we have Horn, we should have Soul Tack in 3, and we should have the supports in 7 and 6 here. But fortunately for us, it doesn't really matter. We still get to attack and slay with our friendly spirit, or with our Feasting Dragon. And even through all these World Tree stats, like I don't know how this opponent got knocked out in 4th, because that is a ton of stats. I mean, of course we're kind of high rolling, but like the fact that that they're also losing to the other 2 opponents in the game is makes this final 3 a little bit intimidating. Although, like, I feel pretty confident still, provided we don't get like Omega scammed. We should be okay, right? We pick up another River Wish Mermaid. It's much bigger than our other one, and of course we want to pick up this other Baba, just to get like our max supports there, especially with the Empress P. Now we would take multiple other Empress Ps, I think. Considering just casting this spell, but I'm not sure that the +4/+4 matters in any way. There is an Oni Tyrant triple, which we are going to take. We're just going to cast this spell, and we'll lose 1 gold. That's fine. Honestly, this round table is probably the thing we're getting out of. Like, round table just really isn't adding too many stats to our board. Okay, we get double Pigamorph, which means they take away our scaling, which is really unfortunate. But I mean, we don't get like scammed at least, so we have enough stats to still win here, even through over 200 power Spellweaver attacking into us first. So we're fortunate for that, and we end up with the win there. And now we're down to a top 2 situation. It's just me and Carol. And yeah, there's a Phoenix Feather. I think we're gonna take Phoenix Feather, and we're gonna cut Round Table. There's sort of an argument for cutting Bad Moon, but since we're Tiger, like, we're still just getting a ton of stats and scaling out of it. So I think yeah, we get out of Round Table, because Round Table just doesn't do enough at this point. If we were, like, say, scaling like a Chupacabra, Round Table could be very interesting, but I think on this board, yeah, we don't care that much about Round Table specifically. All right, there's also a triple for our River Wish here, which we are absolutely going to take, and that's a very easy skip. We're going to gain 1 life with our health pot, and yeah, we're going to lock this other Empress P, because I mean, with the horn and with this Bad Moon scaling, it just feels very good. And yeah, Carol is Trophy Hunter, but in full scam here. She has a Bounty Board as well as a Singing Sword and a Golden Pumpkin. And yeah, you can see we attacked into the tree, but like, we gained so much toughness from the Bad Moon that we still put a ton of toughness onto our back line, and we attacked into it again, and again our back line just has a ton of stats. So that really, like, I mean, again, it just shows the power of Bad Moon with Celestial Tiger and Empress P getting all those extra slays and whatnot. And yeah, we pick up the other Empress P, of course. That should reduce our like how much we get scammed potentially. This is a very large Feasting Dragon, but I think it's still correct to get out of it here. I think we're gonna pick up this Time Flies. Just because, like, Time Flies, like, because they have two Medusas, so if one character goes down from a Medusa, then Time Flies will pop up on the board, just kind of creating another thing that Medusa can attack into. So I think that's worth it here. Yeah. First Our Lance gets Medusa'd. Our first Empress P does attack into the Rotten Apple Tree. But again, all the bad moon stats still put a decent amount of toughness onto our backline. And yeah, you can see we attack into the Apple Tree again. You can see our plan worked. Medusa did attack into our Time Flies, so our sort of anti-scam technology did end up mattering. And yeah, the Phoenix Feather putting we get to put 2 different P's worth of stats onto our backline, and yeah, that's plenty enough to get the win here. Even though our golden P does get scammed, we still get 2 P's worth of stats onto our backline, and that's plenty enough to handle the pumpkin summons. Again, big shout out to Carol. Carol's great. She's a moderator for my Twitch channel, and yeah, you should definitely give her a follow on YouTube as well as on Twitch. But yeah. Yeah, this is a wild one. I mean, obviously Feasting Slays are very popular, so I hope this one, the Celestial Tiger game, even though it's so close to the other Celestial Tiger compilation, is fine. and yeah, obviously Slay scaling is a lot of fun. So we made a lot of big numbers, and it was very satisfying. But yeah, let me know if you enjoyed this. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment, all that good stuff that helps your algorithm. I would very much appreciate it. Yeah, all that stuff lets YouTube know that it should recommend my content to more people. And again, I would be very grateful if you would help me out with that. I think that's it for today. So I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you tomorrow.